Are you kidding?
Well, I'm not done yet.
Dwight, this fits in the palm of my hand. You haven't blown them up enough. Why have you chosen brown and gray balloons?
They match the carpet.
What is that? It is your birthday
It's
period.
a statement of fact.
Not even an exclamation point?
This is more professional. It's not like she discovered a cure for cancer.
Hey, howdy, hey, and Happy New Year, awesome people of the internet. Wolfman47 here, and as you might tell from my voice, I've started this year with a cold. Oh yes, I've got a common cold. Yeah, it's just bugs going around. Not a great start to the year, I'm afraid. And the day I'm recording this on, which is the day before the upload date, I've been pretty much going through the day coughing, sneezing, coughing up phlegm and everything, and I'm not going to give away any more information. But I took a COVID test, and it's definitely a cold because the test came back negative. So yeah. So because of that, I'm going to try and keep my life part of this vlog as short as possible, so that I don't have to spend too long talking about things. But we'll see how we go on. Yeah. Okay. So Christmas last year was not great, but it was okay. So, as many of you know, the year before last, me and my family were still all in shock because of the loss of my sister Elspeth, and last year we were still sort of feeling it. We were missing her a great deal. We weren't really feeling festive or anything, and when it came to my birthday, which is on Boxing Day for those who don't know, we had a pretty quiet day. We spent most of the day at home, but we did go to visit the bench that's dedicated to my sister in a park near where my parents live. And a few days later, we went to London to see Back to the Future the musical, which I have seen before previously, and really liked it the first time. And the second time around my opinion hasn't really changed about it too much. It's still very much a good show, but I will admit it did have a funny moment in that excuse me, in that there was a bit where that shouldn't have happened, and the guy playing Doc Brown decided to poke fun at it, just making fun of Marty McFly and going, "Oh, it's okay, it's fine. People do have trains to get back to, but it's fine." Yeah, that really made me laugh this time. But yeah. So yeah, obviously that day was quite a difficult day for Dad because a plan they had in place, which was to go to this multi-story car park in Stratford, didn't go according to plan because pretty much almost every single space was used, and the spaces themselves were not exactly big because for some reason I think, and this is just my opinion, I think the architect thought that everybody was driving small cars, when actually the truth of the matter is, apart from people like me who still drive small cars, a lot of us are driving much bigger cars these days. So I think they screwed up there somewhere. So basically what happened was we were trying to find a space. It took a long time. Dad was getting frustrated, upset and everything. Mum said some choice words. Me and our Ukrainian friend who were in the car at the time, we did our best to sort of stay quiet and help where we can. Eventually Dad did find a space, but I did have to sort of say to my Ukrainian friend who wanted to get bags out of the boot to just let Dad park up before doing anything, because he's already quite frustrated and annoyed and upset as it is, so just let him park. And it did kind of upset me, and we were also very tight for time trying to get to Back to the Future musical, and we went to a place for lunch that was serving these very nice burgers, to be fair. And even though I did have doubts they would make in time, and also this tap on tap off system in the underground, which I did have doubts on, we got there in good time, and yeah, it was a good day out. And on the way back we just took our time, and Dad was still frustrated getting out of the car park, but once we were back on the way back home, he was fine and dandy once again. But it did kind of get me a little bit. I had mixed feelings about it, and I spoke to someone from a social enterprise that I'm part of just to get off my chest, because I because I've finished my counselling session, so I either have to talk to someone else or rant and vent in some other form, like I do on these videos sometimes. And yeah, the person I spoke to, she'd explained it very well, and everything was fine again. And New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, again, we just had a quiet time to ourselves. We did watch this, instead of doing what we usually do, which is watch this Hootenanny thing that's on BBC Two. We watched a Dawn French, one women's show called Dawn French, and pardon my French when I say this. Yep. Dawn French is a twat. That's the name of the show. I'm not calling Dawn French a twat. That is the name of her show, where it's basically a stand-up routine where she talks about her career as an actress, as a comedian, and all that, and just sort of picks out highlights. Like, she talks about her time on Vicar of Dibley, her time with Powell, Jennifer Saunders, her time in an opera of all things, and all the various other projects that she did. And it was a nice thing to laugh to as we were leading up to the start of the new year. So yeah. And then on New Year's Day, I met up with my friend Darren, because we always meet up every bank holiday to see a film and then go to Wetherspoons. And we went to see this film, which I guess is not really a live-action Disney remake, a photorealistic animated film known as Mufasa: The Lion King, which I honestly thought I wasn't going to enjoy, but after seeing the film, I will admit it is a lot better. It is a tad better than the Lion King remake, but not enough for me to recommend you go see it. I mean, obviously draw your own conclusions about it and all that, but there's certainly a lot that is improved upon since the remake, such as facial emotions and so forth. But I'll leave that for my review, which I'm going to do later this month, because I decided that to end January, I would do a Let's Talk About The Lion King, which will allow me to talk about not just this new film, but all the other films and everything that came with it. So, yeah. And apart from that, and just hanging out with some friends, bowling, going to the pub and everything, not much else has been happening. So, yeah. So, what I'm going to show you now is the presents I got on Christmas and my birthday. Some of these things, not everything that you'll see. Yeah, what am I trying to say? I have sort of eaten the edible stuff already, because most of that stuff is pretty much stuff that you'll all have seen so many times before. Chocolates and that. Chocolate coins. Everyone knows them. Nothing spectacular about that. And my friend Darren did give me a box of Cadbury chocolate, but it's chocolate that you pretty much all know and like and know about. Freddo, Crunchy, Buttons, and the other stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to show those, but I'm going to show you everything else that I got. So let's get to it. And I should also say that I did buy some things on Amazon as well, using my vouchers and various other forms of money that I did receive from people as well. And first up, not very exciting thing, so I may as well get it out of the way. USB-C cables inside this little box, because I always need USB-C cables now, because everything of that I use these days runs on USB-C or gets charged using a USB-C connection. If you want to know what USB-C is, do a Google, because I'm not going to explain it to you because of my cold. So just do a Google. Now, I don't think this is the best of the Marvel films, but it's certainly a much better Marvel film than what we've had in the last couple of years, particularly in the 100th anniversary year of Disney, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine. So this is basically Deadpool 3, albeit part of the MCU with Marvel Studios involved, and even though the 20th Century Studios logo doesn't appear at the beginning, excuse me, doesn't appear at the beginning. It does appear sort of, spoiler, it does appear sort of towards the middle part of the film, which, for reasons. But anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine, a much better closure to all the things that Fox have done for Marvel over the years, than what we got with their final X-Men films, and also what they've done with Daredevil and Fantastic Four. So that's that. So, a Funko Pop now, and First up is this big Darth Vader one with pumpkins. Because apparently Darth Vader once did a scene where he had pumpkins. You know, because that's what people think about when it's Christmas. Pumpkins. And that's what people think about with Star Wars, you know, Darth Vader holding pumpkins. Never mind that he had to tell Luke Skywalker that he was his father. Never mind that he had to destroy the Emperor and everything, and all this other stuff. No, pumpkins. But in fairness to the friend that gave me this present, thank you very much. I do like Star Wars, and I think it was quite funny with him holding pumpkins. So yeah, thank you. So that's that. And now another Funko Pop. So when I was buying stuff on Amazon, I did see that there were Funko Pops of Wallace and Gromit. You know, I think because of the new film that came out recently, which I'm going to do a video of as well at some point, when I'm feeling a bit better. And even though I was hoping to get both of them by the time this video gets uploaded, unfortunately Wallace is a bit delayed, so I'll save him for the next one. But I did get Gromit, so here we go. Let's Gromit. I think this is based on his appearance in The Wrong Trousers, which does celebrate a milestone anniversary. Hence why Adventures Most Foul feels like a sequel to that film, although it does contain references to other Wallace and Gromit films, and also stuff that various people that were involved with Wallace and Gromit, such as the late Peter Sallis, have a reference in there as well. So yep. Now I was in need of pajama bottoms because those of you that remember my Tattletale Let's Play video, I actually literally ripped my pajama top off in that video because there was a tear in it, and eventually the pajama bottoms also fell apart as well, so I had to throw those out. So I now have a couple more pajama bottoms, although I do still keep the Batman hoodie because I do like that one. But anyway, Pac-Man pajama bottoms, yay! So I do like my Pac-Man. That sounds wrong, didn't it? Yeah, whatever. Right, save those for later because it'll make more sense. Right, I'm in need of some more t-shirts because as a person that hasn't really lost much weight but does need to lose weight sooner rather than later, I often do need to buy clothes. So, but I'm not the sort of person that likes to buy sort of blank, not very all that interesting t-shirts. Well, I'm the sort of person that likes to buy t-shirts, such as I fold this one, such as this. So that says, "Caution, I have no filter," which I guess you could say means that I'll say what I want whenever I want, and I don't care what people think, because I don't care about woke culture, I don't care about politics, and I certainly don't care about if I offend people or whatever. My opinion is my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, go somewhere else, because I got no interest in what you say about what I do. I say what I say, and that's the end of it. So yeah. But despite that, I do accept people's pronouns, I accept people's sexuality, and I accept people's ethnic backgrounds, religion, and everything. So I'm not an arsehole. Do not worry. I do care about people. I just have my own opinions about things, and if you don't like my opinions, well, you can't change them because that's just going against free speech, isn't it? So yeah. So a t-shirt I got from my Ukrainian friend. She knows I'm into Doctor Who. She got me a Doctor Who one, and I think this is basically just the logo of like the current logo of the show, which is a callback to the original classic series Doctor Who stuff. So yeah, that's that. Just trying to figure out where to put it there. Returning to Marvel, Deadpool Wolverine pajama bottoms, because I do need a couple rather than just the one, so I did that. Now, what should I do next? I may as well do this one next. So, Batman mug from a friend of mine, from a mutual friend of whatever his YouTube name is. I think it's Batman Fan something rather. And she gave me this Batman mug. I don't think this is the first or only Batman mug I've got. I think I do have a few others, but yeah, this is just one of them. So, in these two snowflake containers, there were Amazon gift cards, as you can tell from the smiles at the back. And although I don't have an issue with how they are given to me, I do kind of have an issue with what to do with these things once I've used the gift cards, because it kind of defeats the purpose, you know, keeping them, whatever, but I'll figure something out. I might keep them for decoration purposes, but yeah, that's those. Returning to Doctor Who, I have one of those calendars where it's like a note, but that you can tear every day that it comes out, and this is what I've got. So this one is a everyday character featuring artwork inspired by the series, and yeah, here's what it is. And I have had this sort of calendar before. I've had a Doctor Who one before, and it's not the only one I received. I did receive another one, which is the History of Marvel. So that's this one. So obviously this will give me facts and everything. Yeah, pretty much facts and so forth. So yep, that is that. A funny pen thing. Yeah, always fun to have things like that. My mum is the sort of person that likes to do stockings, which is cool, because you know, to have the full Christmas experience, you need full up stockings. You need to be in your pajamas, have the presents, unwrap them and everything. Sometimes some people do have a system. My dad certainly has a system of doing things. And then we have our Christmas lunch, which always has crackers and Lego minifigures, because, you know, have to include Lego somehow. So yeah. And then just watch TV and walk the dog for the rest of the day, because usually Christmas Day there usually is some TV shows that are worth watching, because all the Christmas specials are on. And this year we kind of particularly focused on BBC One, which had the King's Speech, which is usually a tradition for the family, because we usually watch the King's Speech. Although this year, I was the only one in the family that actually watched it. Everyone else was busy doing something, and I don't know what. Excuse me. Don't know what that was about. And then we watched the Doctor Who Christmas special, and then Wallace Squire Vengeance Most Foul. Although I ended up being the only one that actually watched them, because everyone was asleep at the time. So yeah, that's that. Oh, right. I'm going to reach across now. Okay, hopefully none of these things will fall. Oh, excuse me. Right, socks, because everybody at Christmas gets socks, and I certainly did, and these are the two socks I've got. So, Santa hat ones, and the Joker, because everyone knows I like the Joker, everyone knows I like Christmas, although I'm not really the sort of one that celebrates Christmas nowadays, since my sister went, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. So, yeah. Okay. So, now I need to try and get these two together. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Right. So, you might be familiar with the Ring doorbell, and I got the Ring doorbell for my birthday. So this is the quick release battery pack, and this is the actual doorbell itself. For those who don't know, the Ring doorbell is basically exactly as it says. It's a doorbell that rings, obviously. It also has a camera that you can access, which is usually helpful for those that want to know who's coming to the door, and also handle deliveries as well, because more often than not, I do get that sort of anxiety where I know there's a delivery coming and I pace up and down. I just want to make sure that the delivery is all handled and everything. So yeah, that's those. Thank you, Mum, for that. So another thing in my stocking is this Mozart. What's this? Mozart chocolate liqueur. So bit of alcohol, which I'm not going to drink this time because of my cold, and it might affect my cold. So yeah, but I hope it's really nice, because I do like drinking sort of chocolate drinks, but I don't tend to drink them often because of how sickly they may end up being. Not necessarily always sickly, but there's always that element of it. So yeah. Packing of tissues, because Christmas time is obviously going to be, nowadays, it is an emotional time for the family, so very handy to have. And also handy for colds as well, so yeah, very handy that. I now have a toasty maker, so a thin toaster maker. I know it's not actually a maker, it's more of a sort of tin thing, but yeah, it looks pretty straightforward, so I'll give that a whirl at some point. Right, so now I've got some toiletries, because everybody knows toiletries is something you're definitely going to get in a stocking, or someone else will get it to you. So when I went to Glasgow with my friend Darren, who I shouldn't really use his actual name, I should really use his YouTube name, 323Lee323, there we go. I had to leave a lot of toiletries behind, and I don't know if my aunt intentionally did this as revenge, but she gave me a lot of toiletries for Christmas. So yeah. I can't remember if all these toiletries are from her, but anyway, I'll just show them off now. So, beard wash, because my beard always needs a wash. I always just do a rinse of it, don't really clean it that well. Soap, which I can't smell because of my blocked nose. What's this? Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel Bath and Shower Gel. Oh, no, I should read that word. Oh, no, I'll let you read. You know, if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. So that's that. And Coastal Sea Crescent. Yep, another one of those. What's this one? And Video Man, Protected Care, Deep Cleaning Face Wash, thoroughly cleans and refreshes with aloe vera. So that's that. Yeah, toiletries are not exactly the most entertaining of presents, I will say, but you know, here's what it is. Recharge black pepper, bath and shower gel, so a different one this time. I think this is more because she wants me to use these sort of little ones so that I don't have to have to explain myself during airport security for next time. So fair enough on her. She's looking after me, which is good. Clerks, hand sanitizer. Yeah, you all know what hand sanitizer is. If you've not lived in COVID times, you don't know what it is. I'm not going to tell you because I can't be bothered and I've got a cold, so Google it. Right, dial to reach to this one. Right, more toiletries. Men's Shore non-stop protection. So this is clearly, yeah, that's antiperspirant. Colgate toothbrush. Toothbrush? No, toothpaste. Black pepper and ginseng hand wash. So this thing, because you know people do like their soap dispensers. I certainly do. More black pepper shower gel. What else? Right, nearly done with the toiletries. And Video Men Energy 24 Fresh Effects Energizing and Mint Extract Shower Gel. So that's that one. And very last thing for bathroom, although I do recall seeing something in my backpack, but I can't be bothered to get it out. But anyway, something from M&S, Urban Louse for Men. So body wash, face wash, and whatever that last thing is. Oh, I'll let you have a look at that. So, yeah, that's from M&S. So that's those. So a gift that Clank Soka gave me. You all know who Clank Soka is by now. A stress ball, which is in the form of a tear drop, or in this case, a dream drop. So just squeeze it, and stress should be cleared, or whatever. I don't know. So that's that. Now, my friend Mr. Dan1466 has been very keen for me to check out the new Mario Party game, and After waiting for the right moment to buy it, I finally bought it. Superman Party Jamboree, which we're hoping to be playing later today. So hopefully we'll be able to check that out. Because of Nintendo's because of how Nintendo handle YouTubers posting content from their games, I'm not going to be doing any gameplay of their games because I just can't be bothered dealing with their monetization nonsense. You've heard how lots of people do videos about their games, probably trying to talk about them positively or whatever. And then Nintendo are like, no, we must monetize this. So, yeah. So, of all the great things Nintendo do, the one thing that they're not great at is handling YouTubers. So, yeah. Or, I don't know. I don't know if things are better now. I don't know. So, yeah. Ugh. Right. I'm going to reach to these things at the back of my pile here. Oh. Right, nearly done. So, a few more Blu-rays, but first up, a book. Silly dogs, because I like seeing silly dogs doing silly faces. My dog Smarty certainly does a lot of silly faces, so that's that. And then 3 more Blu-rays. So first up, The Boy and the Heron, which I was going to see originally, but decided against it and saw Wonka instead for my birthday a couple of years ago because we were all still in shock, and I just thought we should see something funny, so Wonka was what we did. Fall Guy, the only other film besides Barbie that Ryan Gosling stars in, and yeah, it's a love story, the drill, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. And probably the only legit good Transformers film I've seen in a long time, although there have been some good Transformers films since the original animated film and after the Michael Bay films. But anyway, Transformers 1. Which I have talked about in my review of the Transformers films, so if you want to know more about them, do check that video out. Let's move these to one side. Right. Oh, that's about to fall. Put it there. Right, now it's time for some big stuff. So, I'll start with the smallest of the big things first, which is this. The MetaQuest 3S. So, I guess you could say it's a special edition or something of the original MetaQuest 3. And the reason I bought this is because there's a Batman game that you can only play on this particular system, and also MetaQuest 3. And also my friend Klaxoka wanted to have his own VR headset because he wants to play Taskmaster and other things, so I gave him my old one and bought this one with my Christmas money. So yeah, I'm actually surprised of how small the box is, because previously the very first VR headset I got, which was the Oculus Rift, it came in a very big box. Then I bought the MetaQuest, the what was originally known as the Oculus Quest 2, then became the MetaQuest 2, which came in a slightly smaller box, and then this one came in probably the smallest box of them all, so I'm very surprised about that, but I suppose that's a good thing in a way, so yeah. And now for the biggest present of them all, and then some bits that are for that, and I'll just bring it along, so bear with me. Oh, here we go. A Ninja air fryer. This is something I've been thinking about having for a while, because lots of people are now using air fryers to cook their food, which I've heard is much healthier and also energy efficient, meaning that it doesn't do too much damage to your bills or whatever. So yeah, and I got some extra bits with it. So this thing, which I've been told you need to put into it to help with certain parts of it. Oh dear. And then a book that has recipes of how to make anything in an air fryer. So yeah, I'll just read one. Smash burgers, sweet and sour chicken, and just various other ones. So that's cool. Trying to remember what this is. Oh yeah, cooking guide. So I can just add my own recipes in there because I need to. And my dad's planning to retire soon. I don't know exactly when, but he is planning to retire soon, and he's decided that when he does retire, he's going to help me with some cooking, and he's basically given me this funny flyer. So thank you, Dad. Yeah. So that is it for my Christmas and birthday present haul. And I'm gonna try and keep my outro short because of my cold. But yeah, all this stuff is things that I either received from people that I know in my life, so friends, family, colleagues, whatever, or things that I bought with my own money or money that I received as Christmas birthday presents. Love to know what you received as Christmas birthday presents, whether it's the same as me or other things. Love to know what you've received and whether you like your presents or don't like presents. And before my voice gives up, I'm going to finish the video and say thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. I upload videos at various times daily at BST/GMT time zone. I do vlogs like this where I show off things that I've bought, because you know, people like hauls, as well as videos like this where I'm talking about things going on in my life and things that are interesting to me, which is usually lots of stuff in pop culture. I also do gameplay videos, like straight up gameplay videos without commentary, but with some editing and memes thrown in for good measure. And I do let's play videos as well, which is like the opposite of that, with me talking and everything and my camera on. And I do shorts celebrating anniversaries and birthdays of things and people that I'm into, which I am later on this year going to tone down, because by a certain period of time I will have done everyone that I want to do, and then it'll just be the ones that I want to do more of or whatever. So yeah, and I also do occasional polls as well. So yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to share with your pals, do so. If you want to leave a comment, do so. See you in the next one. Peace to you all, and remember to always be grateful for the things that you receive. Remember to say thank you to the people that gave these things to you, because some people do give you presents out of the kindness of their hearts, or just because they feel they have to and obliged to. So always remember to be grateful, and don't be greedy, don't be nasty or anything. Remember to be grateful and say thank you for the things that you receive. And as I always say in most of these life and whole vlogs these days, live life to the full, enjoy life, enjoy life, and screw any bugs that try and take that life away from you, because it just makes you feel ill and you just feel crap and all that. So yeah, and don't worry, there will be a lot of videos this month where we'll be feeling very well. We'll be sort of like talking like this, not really feeling like talking and whatever, but eventually I will get better and I'll be back to talking in my usual voice. So yeah, so the day comes, well, I'll just have to keep on trucking, as they say. So yeah, all right. Toodles, and have a great 2025. Or start 2025 anyway. So yeah, anyway, bye bye.